Welcome to Fancy Thinker. I'm Jared, and today I'm going to be looking at Ursula K. Le Guin's The Dispossessed, a sci fi novel in the Sci Fi Masterworks collection. So, are you ready for an out of body experience in a dark, spooky sci fi setting where consciousness is fleeting and reality twists in unorthodox and myriad ways? I hope not, because this is not what this novel is. The Dispossessed is more of a societal comparison analysis than a riveting sci fi tale. I wasn't ready for that. The only other LeGuin I've been exposed to is the Ursula series, which I enjoyed very much as an exploration of the fantasy setting. And it had this fascinating plot with riveting characters and deep themes. And in the Dispossessed, the deep themes are there. They are screaming out to us. But I found the story a bit slow moving, and I found that characters a little flat. But that's okay though. Le Guin really has some fascinating ideas within this book, and she really breaks them down thoroughly. The premise of the book is that there are two worlds living side by side with each other. I think one is the moon of the other, but that doesn't matter. They have these vastly different societies. The Anaris folks, the ones in the moon, originated from the homeworld of Eurus a long time ago in a revolt of some kind that led them to being self exiled on Anaris and setting up a kind of socialist society. Eurus is a kind of capitalist society where owning things like in property is important. On Eurus, there are many different nations that are competing and sometimes warring with one another, which makes the politics complicated. On Anaris, they decide things communally, yet they still highly value the decisions of the individual to pursue the path they want or need. Of course, nothing is so simply defined like that, and Le Guin does a great job of letting us realize that along the way. There's a lot of gray here. Nothing's black and white. The main character, Shevik, who we are following in the story, he isn't like the most likable sort. He's kind of distant and alien. His upbringing is quite different than what a typical like Western upbringing like mine would be. Um, and so he's a bit non-relative, I say. And this is done on purpose because we're not really supposed to be able to relate to Shevik per se. He is trying to present to us a society that he feels is superior, but he's having a hard time proving it to anyone. And so the complications of that are fascinating. Le Guin dives into long diatribes over philosophical ideas, tackling questions like what is truth and what is morality. And these digressions, they kind of bog the story down a bit and really firmly place the novel into the thought experiment category, rather than like a riveting sci-fi adventure. But that's okay if that's what you're looking for. One of the major themes we get immediately exposed to is this idea of building walls around us, around our families, around our society, and around our ideas. Le Guin explores all the various ways in which these walls simultaneously protect us and hinder us. And so she also explores what it takes to break down those walls, the ones that are harmful, and build up new ones to help us out, both on a personal level and as a society. And so all that stuff is very deeply explored in here, and a lot of stuff gets what you may think is the gist of the book or the that Shevik is really entrenched in his ideas. A lot of this stuff gets turned around and explored, and in a very satisfying manner, I think. So despite some of the slowest sections in here, I was very invested in the ending, and I enjoyed most of Le Guin's prose. So I look forward to seeing if her other sci-fi novels affect me in a similar manner. as the dispossessed did. And so, with that said, as always, be good to each other. Thank you.